And again, you're a hugely international business. I just wondered what, for international buyers that are watching this this film, what lessons have you sort of learnt over the years in terms of working with international customers, and how do you have to adapt?
Be in your market and know your market. In the States, in North America, well, in Canada and the USA, we have a big showroom in Manhattan. We have a big warehouse in Connecticut. Our chief executive is actually based in the USA, and that is our biggest market. We're very Christmas orientated over there. We have 7 different Christmas patterns, which is something we in the UK don't really understand. But in the States, at Thanksgiving, you clear your tableware, you put your Christmas pattern out, it stays there till New Year, then you revert to your normal tableware. We have a pattern called Spode Christmas Tree, which we introduced in 1938, and it's a $10 million a year pattern to us. If I go back to South Korea, it's Botanic Garden because it's highly decorated and it looks very expensive because of that. Whereas in the South Korean market, they would not necessarily buy Sophie Conran for Portmeirion because it's white and it's plain and it looks peasant wear. But to us, it's contemporary. And of course, also in South Korea, they're going to eat a lot out of bowls. So you're going to have quite a range of bowls in your range, far more so than you would for the UK market. So it's know your customer. And I go back to this idea of marriage and the brand. It's knowing the other side to the relationship and trying to make the other side to the relationship quite excited about being in the relationship.
Yes, yeah. I guess for Harrods, Selfridges and your members, I mean, you know how to adapt to international customers, so I guess any international buyer coming into the UK should certainly visit your stores to see because you're obviously responding to your international customers as much as...
Absolutely, and we often say, we often work with brands, newer brands, sometimes in a major way. So Tom Dixon is about to join us, and literally a flagship boutique within Harrods, and that's great for him in the UK market, although he has already got a great reputation and an amazing customer base. But actually what that gives Tom Dixon the opportunity is really to reach out even further internationally, and so we are a platform to a global market, which can work particularly well. And interestingly, we do work with our brands, Spode being one of them, on what is working in different markets to bring it to Harrods, because our international customers are spending with us. Squint is another, really very, greatly well known in the UK, and we're bringing them in a very small way, but predominantly, in fact, will be great, nice business for us, but actually for that brand in particular, that's very much about reaching out globally and almost assisting them in developing a global market, because as long as it's done in a controlled way and everything still remains quite unique and special, which it can on that level, we're just helping, I suppose, manufacturing British brands generally.
We as a brand benefit hugely from being in Harrods or being in Selfridges or in the UK High Street, because visitors from overseas come on. We get a lot of overseas visitors and they see it in store and they say, that's valuable because they stock it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, they've made that edit and that selection for you. And I think the online market gets really interesting for that as well, because obviously the online platform is international as well, and the customer will come to Selfridges or Harrods online because they know that brand, and then they trust our selection, our edit, exactly to represent those brands. And then you do become a platform, and the distribution from online is international, and then it's knowing what to highlight and when, and which customers are interested in what and why. So I think that we keep coming back to that cup.
But shall I put it away?
No,
is it
not at all.
It's very photogenic.
What I think is that the same customer is interested in the same, a different customer, is interested in the same product for multiple different reasons, and it's how you present that, where you present that, how you talk about it, socially, digitally, visibly in store, VM, all of those things that package that. You could show that to 10 different customers in 10 different styles more than. And that is very important.
I mean, it's difficult for the independent to take an international view on the market. I mean, but what I would prefer is the manufacturers see the world as their marketplace, so they look for their volume abroad, and then they can keep the UK unique and not prostitute, or what the word is for the UK market. So we like that individuality and specialness that independents bring there is better if it is kept that way. I don't mind you two being competitors, because your brand as well. You only got one shop each, or two, not too many shops each, but not that many. You know what I mean? So your unique shops in your own, brands in your own name, aren't you really as well? So the uniqueness of independence and some iconic British names as well is great for keeping the brands safe and strong.